Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Aries friends up in the house today. We're going to do a fun little tarot spread for you for the month of August. Do bear in mind with all these YouTube readings, they are general. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Aries out there. That is totally fine. You never need to force anything to fit your circumstance or your scenario. Only take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know intuitively what those are, okay? If you would like more messages, if you need additional clarity on what I present you here with today, feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign if you would like additional messages. There'll be a link in the description box below. It shows you how to do that. And in that description box below will be everything else you need to know, including the decks I am using, as well as my social media channels. If you're interested, check those out. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, we are going to hop in. We'll start you off with an energy healing card for Aries. Happy Leo season to you all. We're in that nice fiery energy that you're usually at home in. Happy summer. I hope the weather is nice wherever you are. And thanks for joining me today. So for Aries, the card we got is Temptation. Ooh la la. All right. What are you tempted to do, Aries? Leaving a relationship? It may be even leaving a job because you feel like it's your calling to do something else. Interesting. We'll keep that in mind as we go through. We'll see what we get for it. So let's start it off for Aries. The center of your spread is the World. Well, that's not too bad. That's a great card. That's the last card of the major arcana. Completion of major life cycles, major changes, right? And this indicates to me that it's been quite a journey, quite a battle, quite time consuming. And you're sort of at the tail end of it. So I think a lot of you are already feeling relief, or this is what you want. Some of you may be desiring major turn up and changes, almost desiring a tower moment, if you will, where everything just kind of crumbles to the ground in order to rebuild something better, something more stable, something more solid. In fact, that's sort of what I'm getting is this temptation to, like, I just heard blow shit up. I don't even know what that means, but paint the town red, do something really wild and crazy and mix it up, because I think you're longing for, it's something about longing to be the person that you truly are, but it's something about it, it's like you're having to suffocate it or tame that person. Maybe in order to make a relationship work, or to stay in like the status quo of what's allowed in your job or your family life. Some of you may be busting out and wanting, this could indicate like a coming out of the closet, right, so to say. It speaks about freedom and liberation, and like showing your true colors. There's great vulnerability, right, because she's naked, stripping yourself down naked and presenting yourself. So that could mean a lot of things, but what's crossing it is the Nine of Cups. So your wish fulfillment. So I don't know if it's so much crossing it in terms of its opposing dynamics. I could see it as a couple things. It's almost like your dream or your wish fulfillment in terms of a person or a specific job may not be in alignment with who you are as a person. That kind of doesn't make sense to me, but maybe that'll hit for someone out there. But for most of you, I think it is your dream and your wish fulfillment for this liberation, for this freedom, for this kind of closing out of old cycles and going off and venturing into new. The World card can literally mean travel, right? Traveling the world. We also always see the 4 fixed zodiac signs there. So the idea of being among groups watching you, but you Aries are the focus of attention. You're right in the center stage, so to say. Some of you may want to pursue some sort of career in the arts, in which there would be like performance art of some kind, or, you know, acting, singing, dancing, theater, whatever that is. And there's that temptation to go off and do what your heart is calling you to do. But so if that's the case, then I'm wondering if whatever situation you're in, be it in a person or another job, there's something that's restraining you or holding you back from your truth. That's sort of what's coming through here. So in your subconscious, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You have the 4 of Cups, complacency, boredom. Having these cups that are representing emotions and joy and not really being all that excited about them anymore, wishing and longing for a new opportunity of something that's going to make you happy, of something that's going to make your heart sing. Some of you may want, like I said, a career in the arts, specifically in music. All right, interesting. So what is it about these 3 cups? Or what are these 3 cups representing in Aries' life? I'm kind of doing this for my own investigative work. Let's see here. What is this boredom about? The 3 of Wands. Yeah, stagnation. The 3 of Wands is sometimes the waiting for your ships to come in, meaning that you've done some work and you're anticipating seeing the results. And sometimes it's a good card, right? It's not always bad. But for you, it's like the double 3s, even though this is, it's like the 3 cups are represented by the 3 wands. You're waiting for something new to come in. And you've lost all inspiration. Some of you have maybe lost hope, but you're just not feeling that zesty, fiery, fun energy that is, so crucial to Aries' vibe, to how you thrive in the world. Some of you feel like you've been forgotten. So then what do we have in your past? Ooh, well, there's that card of feeling like you've been forgotten. The 5 of Pentacles, the abandonment card, the hardship card. This is a test of your faith, a test of your spirit. Walking through the snow barefoot, on crutches, hungry, tired, exhausted. The silver lining to this card, though, is that what these people walking through the snow don't realize on this arduous, difficult journey, the church is right behind them. There's a chance for redemption, salvation, shelter from the storm at minimum, right? There's a way out of this really difficult time, but it's about being able to see the bigger picture and not focusing on just like the bloody feet in front of you, so to say, looking up and realizing, oh, there's somewhere I could go. There's something I can do about this situation. So in the past, yes, some of you felt either abandoned by something, or again, just going through like a really difficult, I am getting like test of your spirit. How much are you willing to take? How much are you willing to fight for and push on to go after what it is that you really want? Now this card of temptation, it has 1 and 9, which comes to a 10. That makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune and cycles. The idea that this is a temporary state. I always think because of the snow, it indicates there's a change of season, right? You're in winter. You're in that cold, chilly vibe now. The crops won't thrive and grow in snow. The ground is frozen, right? We have to wait for it to thaw, but then comes spring, then comes summer, a changing of the season. And this certainly looks like summertime to me. I don't know about you, but that's what you're desiring, right? Some of you may be waiting for something to happen in a different season. I know it's a little bit vague, but there may be some sort of like deadline or due date or something. Maybe some of you are waiting to have a baby, or it's something that has like a definitive, like, well, we have to wait till April or whatever that is. Maybe you get your retirement package then or something like that. What is this hardship about? Aries. The 6 of Cups. Okay. So the card of the past, emotions from the past, nostalgia. Some of you may be missing a relative who has passed on. Some of you may have broken up from a relationship that had really deep emotional wounds. Yeah, somebody you felt very connected with. It could have been with a Scorpio or a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, some sort of relationship that's tugging at your heartstrings. It could be a parent that you miss. It could be an ex that you miss. It could be a child that you miss. But that was what I'm getting for a lot of you, was sort of the initiator of this really hard time. And I'm not saying that is the total and complete reason why you're going through this, but it was almost like the launching pad of things started getting really bad when this happened. So maybe it was like a domino effect of, you lost someone or a relationship ended, and then you started not performing well at work, so your boss was constantly on your ass and stuff like that. Like it was a domino effect is what I'm getting. Oh, Aries. All right, well, let's see. What are your goals? The Star. Healing. And for the whole spectacle, you being center stage celebrity thing, that's what this can mean as well. And it's not necessarily in an egotistical way, but wanting to be a star, the star, right? And there is something naturally about fire signs that draw the eye. You guys are very, in general, I don't mean to stereotype, but you're very zesty and fun, right? The way fire is just that burning bright orange, it naturally draws your eye when you're sitting at a campfire, right? I always say you can sit there for hours and just stare at the fire and you're not bored. It's just, there's something fascinating about it. That's sort of what I'm getting for a lot of you Aries. You know that you have great potential maybe to entertain, but what's challenging or tricky about the time right now is that you're having to ground yourself. That's what this card speaks about. It's like 1 foot on land, 1 in the waters of intuition, but it's also the water of like dreaminess, heavy like Piscean energy. This is Aquarian's card, though you may have very heavy Aquarius in your chart. Particularly if your Venus is in Aquarius. Let's see. Yeah, I think some of you are going through what is the expression? Going through the motions, waking up, going to the job, coming home, cooking dinner, picking the kids up, whatever that is for you, right? You know, going to the gym, blah, blah, blah. You're going through the motions, but you know you're destined for bigger things. And that's ultimately what this is. It's broader thinking. But it's the idea of in the here and now, you have to focus on the task at hand, taking care of your body, taking care of your home, taking care of your job, your health. But it's the idea of innovative thinking, of that there's something so much greater than what we're seeing here. There's hope. There's a North Star guiding you on this journey. This is not the end and final destination. There's something much, much greater. Well, that's a good goal to have, whether that's recuperation from just an unhealthy mental, emotional state, or just recuperating from this, right? This could be financial hardship, right? This could be you and your partner going through a difficult time financially. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, you want to recuperate or come back, have a comeback from this, from this difficult time. But I do think for a lot of you, it does have to do with like performance or celebrity or something bigger. Just something bigger, whatever that means to you. That could be being the CEO of your company or something like that. The magician, yeah. You want the power, Aries. You want to be powerful. And I mean, the cool thing about the magician is that it's absolutely tangible. It's within reach. We know that the magician talks about the idea of all the tools you need to succeed are on your table. They sit there before you. It's up to you to manifest, right? To check in with yourself, understand, comprehend what it is that you want, and use those tools to the best of your ability, right? Sometimes it's not going to be perfect. Sometimes there's a bit of trial and error. The metaphor of baking a cake, a dash of sugar, a little salt, some flour, some this, some that. When you taste it, it may not taste perfect the first time around, but you have all the tools. So it's getting those right ingredients, those combinations right, cooking it for the right amount of time. You get what I'm saying? And even that kind of speaks to this idea of her pouring in different potions, solutions, different concoctions, trial and error of how to make your dreams come true. That's actually very powerful, Aries. All right, that's cool. I like that. So then what is coming in the near future? Okay, you have the 7 of Wands. I like that a lot because it is asking you, spirit, universe, whatever you believe in, to step up to the plate, Aries. How I was saying, how badly do you want this dream and are you willing to fight for it? Or are you just gonna, no shade, but are you just gonna sit there and think about it? Or are you gonna fight for you? Like, no, this is my dream, this is my destiny, come at me, I'm gonna fight for it. I want this. How badly do you want this? It's asking you to exert some action. Put in the work, right? Don't just sit there and think about it. Manifest, create. The magician is all about creation. And I believe this is a Leo card. So in Leo season, taking action with confidence, with courage, right? Fighting for what you believe in. And this can also be the idea of defending yourself against naysayers. People who may be coming at you saying, you don't deserve this, you know, you want to be a singer, what's with that? Like, you could never do that. It's not practical. It's not reasonable. You're not talented enough. This is also defending yourself against people who are coming at you with negativity, who aren't in alignment with your dream and your vision. Like, you guys have the dream and vision. I know you do. So yeah, this is about pushing past obstacles, be it people or situations or places, locations, all the bullshit reasons we come up with internally about well, I can't do it, I don't deserve this, I live too far, I don't have money. This is saying fight for it, because if you want this, Aries, it can be yours. Ten of Swords, yeah. Cycles, how I was saying, it's the completion of old cycles. I actually love this depiction of the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a really difficult card. It's frequently shown as someone being stabbed in the back 10 times, right? It's basically a death of sorts, but it's a mental death. This has to do with the idea of releasing old patterns of thought that were holding you back, that were keeping you literally stuck to the ground, right? Metaphorically, people who, as I was sort of getting at, feeding you ideas and thoughts that were keeping you in a lower vibration, making you question your worth, your value, your confidence, your ability to, or your, I'm sorry, it's not your ability, your, the idea that you deserve love, that you should go after your dreams. It's like following your rainbow, but then there was someone blocking it, like this very dark figure. Again, this represents a person or something, I do want to say a person in your life, that was filling you with ideas of you can't. It's defending yourself off against that and pushing through to find that pot of gold right at the end of the rainbow. There may be good fortune involved here for you, Aries, but that's what's coming in, is I am getting there's going to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a literal, like, beat you down fight, but it may be more of a mental battle of having to prove that whatever you're wanting to go after, this could represent a parent, right? And you have to finally stand up for yourself and be like, listen, I'm doing this, and here's why. It takes a great amount of courage and strength, but you're being called to stand up for yourself, what you believe in, and the actions that you want to take. This could also be a parent kicking you out of the house, too. If they, maybe they're calling you like a freeloader or something, and so because of this, you had to get a job that was paying your bills, paying your rent, whatever, but it's a job that, like, your heart just isn't in it, so again, destined for greater things. So your energy currently is the Hanged Man. Okay, so you're almost ready to transform. You're almost ready to make significant change in your life, and I'm glad to see that, because I was sensing, like, this idea of needing a tower moment, how I was saying, like, let's burn it all down so we can start from scratch and build something really great. I just don't sense a lot of joy in your current spot. And so, yeah, there's that temptation to follow whatever your intuition is telling you about. Again, something greater, something much greater than what's being presented to you here and now. But again, it's going to require your action. You need to take action to fight for it, to create that life that you're dreaming of. So you're in Hangman mode. Waiting to be illuminated to some sort of idea, and it may be the how. And that kind of strikes a chord with me, because I literally read something the other day, and it's like when we're trying to manifest and look into our future, what we desire, it's really easy to get caught up in the details of, well, how am I going to do this? The practical, because this is a card of Pisces, who's the dreamer, right? The visionary, the hopeless romantic, if you will. I like this energy because it's asking you not to focus so much on the how, but the why. Why do you want to do this? Will it make your soul feel good? Will it make your heart sing? Piscean energy is water energy, right? So cups, love. Is your love in this? Is this going to make you feel joy, contentment? I think you're pondering how much of a reality this dream is. And I mean, he looks like he's kind of dreaming, right? Like he's in relaxation mode hanging from a tree. But it's more than that, though. It's going to require action. And I always say, this is card number 12. Following 12 is 13, which is death, not literal death, but transformation, making that significant change in your life. The Hangman is sort of about taking stock of what's in your life right now. It's illumination of looking around and being like, is this my story? Is this the story I want to tell? Is this the legacy I want to leave behind? For most of you, it isn't. For most of you, you're ready to transform into something big. But this is where you're at currently. So, I mean, that's probably why you're watching tarot readings, right? Where do I go from here? What do I need to do to make this change? How do other people see you? The King of Wands. I love that, Aries. So this is your fire suit. You may have strong Leo in your chart, but this is you. People see you as mighty and powerful, as creative, as passionate. King of Wands. King of careers, right? And king of magic. With the wand suit, it's magic wands, right? You're a great manifester. You can create really magical, wonderful things in the world. And how I was saying, fire draws the eye. You have skills or talents and ability that naturally give you a, excuse me, a leg up on the competition, because yeah, it's like there's something about you that naturally draws the eye. So those looking to get into some sort of field of entertainment, sorry Aries, my camera froze there. So as I was saying, those who feel like you're destined for some sort of career that is in like performing arts or performing for others, being center stage, giving lectures, speeches, I don't know, putting on shows or of some sort, those who feel like you're destined for stardom or something greater, other people see that quality in you as well. Other people believe that you could put on a good show, whatever that means to you. You could even be like, again, the CEO or the director of some sort of major thing. There's a lot of focus and attention on you, but it's about the creation of something. Even if it's not artistic, there's great power. Fire is powerful, right? You're a trailblazer is sort of what I'm getting for this. You may have very innovative ideas. That's what the star card could mean. But yeah, you if you're feeling like you're destined for something greater, it's because you are, and other people recognize that too. So if you're at a job that doesn't appreciate you, yeah, it might be a sign that this isn't the home or the place for you, like the long-term environment you want to stay in. Now, I will say with the King of Wands, he's in a higher vibration. The King of Wands knows his value and knows his worth, but he's not entitled. I want to be very clear about that, because this idea of, yes, you know, I'm destined for celebrity and fame and stardom, that's all fine and good. But what we already know about this, you have to prove your worth. You have to prove your strength. You have to put your courage out there, right? And fight for what you believe. It's not going to be handed to you. So there can't be a sense of entitlement here. You have to come into this very humbly. The idea of self-sacrifice, offering yourself up to the universe to like, yes, I'm ready to transform, but it's belief in something, well, it's belief in yourself, absolutely, but it is a belief in something greater, because that's going to keep you grounded and humbled. I hope that lands for some of you. And here's the thing, I'm not terribly worried, because you have been through hell and back, a lot of you have. This has grounded you, and that's actually why some of you were being put to the test here. That's why whatever this represents for you, this really difficult time, that was almost a test to be like, Aries, you need to go through this to understand that life isn't all sunshine and rainbows, right, with this person. So that way, when something grandiose and great happens, you don't take it for granted. You appreciate every single second of it, okay? That's what's coming through here. That's actually a really deep message. All right, so what is your guidance or advice? The Emperor, who builds the empire. Whatever that, a lot of you, this is a business spread or a career spread. Whatever that project or career is that you have in the forefront of your mind, but you're not quite going after it yet, take action to build that empire. Put in the work, put in the effort, be really strict, give yourself deadlines. Be really solid about the idea and map out brick by brick how you're going to build this career, what path you're going to take. Don't let yourself slide. Hold yourself accountable. And this is your card, Aries. That's actually really important. I love that this came up for you. But yeah, be strong in your convictions. And yet, take the bull by the horns. Take the reins. I'm almost getting like chariot energy. Like, now is your time to move forward and build this empire. To build this project. To build this family. To, I mean, if it resonates, build this relationship. Whatever it is. But the Emperor has fought many wars, right? He's won many battles. That's how he got to his position as the Emperor, right? He's very financial and business savvy. But what I was getting at here is that he's been to hell and back too, right? He's fought many wars. So this hasn't come easily to him. It hasn't just been handed to him. He's had to prove his strength and worth. And again, fight for what he believes in. That's really important here. But I love that you're in your energy here. And then he sits on his throne and he can enjoy the fruits of his labor, right? He can look back at all that he's accomplished, and there's a tremendous sense of pride, right? And there is is a need for you to be headstrong. Again, it's not ego, it's not entitlement, but when people tell you no, to not take that as their first answer, that's not right. But you know what I think you know what I'm trying to say. Not take it as their first offer. This may require you to push through some boundaries that are really difficult. I think that's what this is. But through this really difficult, dark obstacle that maybe you're questioning if you can break through, once you do, it's sunshine and rainbows. It's fun. So clarifying the Emperor, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, that sort of has to do with having to go through many battles, many arduous, laborious processes. I don't even know if that made sense, but 10 of Wands is about releasing burdens, things that you've been carrying around with you your whole life. A lot of you, it has to do with what your family wants you to do. A lot of you are being told, I always use this metaphor, we come from a line of doctors. You have to be a doctor. Well, that's clearly not what most of you want to do here. So this is about releasing things, weight that people are putting on you. And yeah, it's not serving you. It's dimming your fire. You need to surround yourself with people who are lifting you up. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Make sure your tribe matches your vibe, right? Like, you want to make sure that the people around you are stoking your fire, giving you encouragement and support, feeding your desires to choose your love of things and I'm not saying this well. Supporting you in all the endeavors that you're going after. People who are constantly like naysayers, as I was saying, that you're having to like battle it out with, it's time to release those people from your life, because yeah, you're meant to soar. You're meant to build really great things in this world. You're meant to create really important, monumentous things. And so release people or things or jobs that are not ultimately serving as a really solid foundation and platform for you to go after. So, what is your potential outcome? The Hermit. All right, so the card of Virgo. Some of you may be meeting someone who offers really great guidance. And the thing is with this, it doesn't come in the form of a lesson per se. It's not somebody telling you how to do something. This would be like an earth angel. It's somebody you meet very casually, at a coffee shop or at a bus shelter or this and that. And they say something or spin it in a way that really hits you it hits you to the core, and it sheds light on something that was otherwise dark before. It illuminates you to a new idea, a new path, a new route to take. This figure, it might be a Virgo. It could be an older person. It doesn't have to be. This person may be of some use or some assistance to you. This could be a future business partner. This could be a business mentor. This could be a future romantic partnership. Now, it doesn't have to be. I'm just getting that you're going to meet somebody who shines light on the situation, whatever that situation is for you. And this also has to do with the idea of the Hermit. He goes off on this journey of soul searching. It's one. It's not coupling. It's not bringing along your whole family for their opinions and their advice. It's not bringing along your best friend. It's sometimes the scary step of having to do it on your own. Be your own CEO. This could be being your own boss, starting your own business. It's solo. It's individual. It's the one. And that might scare some of you, especially if you've been around a lot of people in the past. You have 2 10s, and 2 of like the not so great 10s, releasing major mental baggage and potentially physical baggage too. But as for some of you, it comes in the form of people who haven't been contributing positively to your life. What is this Hermit headed towards? The 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork and team building. You have to go off individually on your own to find your tribe again. It also has to do with if it's an individual path, a spiritual path that you're following. You may be having a spiritual awakening. It's about aligning your mind, body, and spirit to maximize on what you can manifest. We already know that you're powerful. We already know that you're the magician. You have all the tools you need. It's about aligning yourself to maximize like the best possible results of what it is that you want to create, the empire you want to build. All right, Aries, that is a pretty cool spread. So that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonated. Bottom of your deck is strength, by the way. So there's that Leo energy coming up again. Fight for what you want. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope whoever needed to hear it did. I will catch you guys very soon. Bye, guys.